Please put your hands together for Jody Jameson! So yeah, the name is Jody Jameson, not Jenna. I mean, I realize the resemblance is stunning. After she gave up her illustrious porn career, we stopped having one thing in common. I'm a lawyer, so we used to screw people for a living, both of us. I've always wanted to be a criminal defense attorney just so I can run an ad that says, Jody Jameson, an attorney who really gets people off. We're both moms too, which apparently my friends were very surprised that I got pregnant, more so than her. And it's not just because she was having the sex and everything. It's just that they all knew that the guy I was with was gay and I didn't. I don't have a gaydar, whoever was bringing that subject up. So, I apparently have terrible judgment in men. My first husband left me for another woman. So I have decided that I would gain all this weight so that, I wouldn't be tempted, or, you men out there wouldn't be tempted, because I just can't be trusted. It's just safer for everyone. Now, he was gay, and he was crazy, and he was an addict. So I hit the trifecta. It's kind of like the reverse lottery, where they steal all your money and your happiness. It's just... Anyway, I don't think I'll ever date again, but if I do, I'm thinking I'm going to have some rules, make sure I don't fuck up again. So number one would be, he can't wear more hair product than me. Maybe no more cologne than me, no more shoes than me, that kind of girly stuff. And number two, he can't drink wine. At least not rosé, certainly not exclusively, and maybe not even frosé. I don't know what that fucking shit is anyway. And maybe no frozen drinks at all anyway, just to be safe. Maybe just beer and whiskey, I don't know. And then number three, the rule, this one's most important, and listen, he cannot, and I repeat, cannot, like sucking cock. I really don't think that's too much to ask. So, I moved here about a year and a half ago, a little over a year. I'm from Georgia. Not an immigrant, but, it's like a whole other country. I escaped when I was 30. I was deprogrammed for the next 16 years in DC and Delaware before they finally gave me a visa to live in New York City. So, I went back and visited the homeland recently, and I had to have a NRA card and a mini Confederate flag in my wallet just to get through customs. I didn't have to change my money, though. I was kind of worried about that, and they were like, the South will rise again, but not yet. Just give it time. So we're, my son and I moved here, and, I never really fit in down south. I lived there until I was 30. And, I was pretty sure growing up that I was switched at birth and my real family was from the Upper East Side. Which is why I live on the Upper East Side now, because I'm still trying to find my real family. I was the black sheep of the family. I actually graduated from high school. I was supposed to be barefoot and pregnant when I was 16, married to a cousin. But that didn't work out. We broke up. I think they're worried now that I live here that I'm going to marry some black guy or a Muslim or worse, a black Muslim. So I like to fuck with them on Facebook. I like to take pictures of myself with a scarf outside of the neighborhood mosque and post them on Facebook with the praying hands emoji and, Allah Akbar or whatever that saying is. Just to fuck with them. It's fun. So, they think I'm denying my heritage. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm denying my heritage. You would too if half your family moved to Alabama because they thought it was a step up. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got some family that's going to be voting for Roy Moore, and I do not want to know about it. Now, I don't think I will know about it because I'm pretty sure it's the same family that unfriended me on Facebook. since I became a coastal elite, you know, but it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. So, you know, we, like I said, we moved here, have a son. He's 13. Oh, wait, by the way, my family thinks that, you know, when I had to have a shotgun wedding in Vegas with the crazy gay man, that I had, come full circle and they were going to let me back into the family. But I didn't really, have to get married. I just didn't want my son to be a bastard because I was pretty sure he was already going to be a son of a bitch. Now, he's actually pretty cool, but 13-year-old boys, I heard some parents were here earlier. 13-year-old boys are like aliens or something, and he's obsessed with some weird things like tiny houses. Anybody know what those are? They're like, there's this whole obsession with tiny houses. You can even buy them on Amazon now, apparently. And I'm like, dude, I grew up in one of those things, but we called it a trailer. It's not all it's cracked up to be. So the other thing he's obsessed with is armpit hair. And I did not know this about men, that when you're going through puberty, you give a shit about armpit hair. It's like all these questions like, when am I going to get it? Who's got it? Who doesn't have it? What's it going to look like? Is it going to smell? Yes, it is. And I'm like, clearly as a single mom, I'm going to need some help here because I don't know all this stuff. So I go online and I'm looking for some help. I found a book called Guy Stuff, Body Book for Boys, or some shit like that, written by some uptight woman. And, it was a waste of money because there was only like 2 pages on erections. And I'm like, I may be a girl, but I know that that subject deserves a shit more ton of, pages than that. And Miss Uptight PhD, she didn't want boys to use slang terms for, penises, erections, and masturbation. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure the best book a boy needs is a book of slang terms for penises, erections, and masturbation. Because my son needs to know what choking the chicken is or what the 5-knuckle shuffle is, and I don't want to be the one that has to teach him. It was bad enough that I had to teach him what morning wood was. We were in Central Park, and there was a guy softball team called Morning Wood. Walking around New York just creates all kinds of interesting conversations with the 13-year-old boy. He seemed pretty appreciative of the new information. Like, a huge light bulb went off over his head, and it was a huge sigh of relief because he wasn't, different, apparently. But it wasn't near as bad as when we were watching Vacation, the movie, a few weeks later, and he asked me what a rim job was. Seriously, I think he's still traumatized for that. And I told him, next time Google it. Thank you.